So if you're trying to get this screw hole lined up, and if you're looking up in there and you can't line up the screw hole, what you need to do, look up here and find the silver clip that's in the body. You can see it. I'm pointing to that silver clip there. What you need to do, sometimes you'll have to get in and push it one way or the other. And then once you got it close to being lined up, you can even do it from here. You can see the metal clip moving? So once you get that lined up, then you know your screw is going to be lined up properly. So in putting your headliner in your Mark 5, Mark 6, first thing you want to do, put these two screws in so this holds it in place. Then you're going to put your inner clips in, like I've got that one in already. I put this one in. Then when you go to do the wiring for the sun visors, you can clip your visor into these. Poke your wire, because the wire's got to come through from the top first. You're going to get this wire here. This wire. You're going to feed it through this metal thing, and then it will pop out underneath. Then you plug in the sun visor after you poke it through here. That will enable you to pull the wire up through this metal part, and then it hooks into here and it kind of locks into place. So your wire will be tucked properly so you can get your visors in and screw them in. So now when you're putting your visor clip in, you got this piece. I've got the screw there. I always keep the screw in there when I take the car apart so I know where it goes. If you're working on a gray headliner and you put a new headliner in, wear gloves so you don't get greasy fingerprints on it. Okay, so then these two little tabs will fit into the black part. Like that. You can hear it click in and see it holds itself. Now you take your screw and you remember that angle from this. Get your awl, put it in there. Remember that angle that it's at, so you can put your screwdriver at the same angle. And because that clip under there is adjustable, be super gentle with it. And you'll notice when it starts to engage, the headliner will start pulling up. That you can snug down. Leave these little flaps open in case you need to make any adjustments. I'm just going to cinch this other one down here as soon as I can find the screw head. There we go. So there. Now those are cinched in. My headliner is secured with these two screws here at the front and these two. Now we move to the wiring on the outside for the visors. So now with your visors, you got to hook your wire up before you screw it in. So the reason you put these inner clips in, seems like this. Tuck your wire in a tiny bit, clip that in. See, now your visor is held in. It's not going to be flopping around while you're trying to do the wiring up between here. Because you're going to be working in here to do the wiring through here and through the side here. So now looking in here, you can see the wiring from, this is the wiring from the headliner. And then there you've got the wiring for the visor, right? So what you want to do is feed this plug through here, which is going to be pretty tricky holding a phone, trying to video this. So that feeds through, and it wants to hook on everything sharp in there. There we go. See, if I can do it with one hand, you can do it with two, no problem. See, there you go. Now my plug's sticking down. Now what you want to do, plug the sun visor wire into there and then pull it through. I'm going to stop the video to do that because I need two hands. Okay, so this plug, now that it's plugged in, this will feed up into here and it will clip into this silver part. And then you can push your visor in and tuck your wires in because your wires will be out of the way. So now while that's wires in there, you tuck that end in. That's going to go up like that and under. You can flip your visor up. And that's why it's handy having that. So then you can check up in here, make sure your wire is, because the visor you can see is tucked in. That's what the gray thing is there. Let me see if I can get it to focus. It doesn't want to focus there. But then now that wire's in, you can tug this up a little bit more. And hey, you heard that click? Now my plug is locked in place. It's not going to fall out. And you've got clearance to get your wires in. And if you look, your headliner should be nice and even at the front. See where the black line on the windshield is? It's nice and even. And it tucks up nicely. So then, now we can put that screw in. Now, for your sun visor screw, that one there, always remember it's the longer one that comes out. Looks like that. It's a T20. Same thing we're going to do is use our awl. Make sure the hole lines up. And then remember the angle of the screw for the awl. The awl will tell you the angle. Then you get this, put it at the same angle. And if you got it in the right spot, and it looks like I didn't have that in the right spot, so let's try again. We're probably gonna have to look up top and see what's going on. So sun visor screw, problem I had the screwdriver towards the seat too much. It needs to be pretty much coming straight up from your steering wheel, almost completely vertical. So that's the angle where the visor screw is almost straight from the steering wheel up, not from the seat up. So it goes almost completely vertical. It's not an angle. And once that's in, you can put your little, double check and make sure it works. My doors have been open for a while, so the lights aren't going to work right now. So now, with everything else, you can always double check your fit. If you look here, you want to make sure that your clip holes for your handles are in the right spot. Then you know you're doing good. And also around your sunroof, you're going to have those little metal clips that clip into this trim ring that help hold this together.